Assalamualaikum and greetings to everyone. My name is Muhammad Hanif bin Nizam and I'm a former student from SMK Sungai Aceh. For this video assignment, I have chosen the topic of my worst experience in life and how it taught me life lessons. Before we start, I'm sure that almost everyone had that one good or bad experience in life that they can never seem to forget, because the memory of the said event is so impactful to them. Personally speaking, as for me, it was when I was still a curious 8-year-old boy. I still remember clearly what happened on that fateful day. My cousin and I, who stayed in the same neighborhood, just went home from school. I stayed at my cousin's house Haziq after school because my parent is not at home due to work. In the evening, we were outside playing when we decided to cure our boredom by cycling around the neighborhood. Soon enough, we were out and about around the neighborhood on our bikes. I vaguely remember this part of the story, but somehow our leisure cycling turned into a race. As we were speeding through the neighborhood, Haziq decided to end this race at his house, at which we had to make a U-turn first. I was not the most athletic kid, so naturally I was struggling to catch up and was left behind. I don't know what came over me that day, but something in me wanted me to win. So I decided to cheat on that race. When Haziq was far ahead, I decided to make the U-turn earlier than him. But unfortunately for me, it was not my lucky day. Given the speed that I was cycling, I ended up making a dangerously sharp turn, and the worst that could have happened. My bike slipped and I fell. Somehow when I was falling, the bike's handle was rammed towards my stomach. It was extremely painful as I started to feel suffocated very quickly. But lucky for me, all of this happened near my house, and to make me even luckier, my father came home early that day. So my cousin hurried towards my house to inform my father of the incident. I was immediately rushed to the hospital and woke up on the hospital bed with a tube in my mouth. It was pretty bad, as I could eat any solid food for about a month or so and had to eat through the tube as my stomach was severely hurt. After I was discharged, I was grounded as a punishment for obvious reason. I never went out again to play in the evening after the incident, which my 8-year-old self disliked but soon learned to just live with it. Now that I think about it, there are a few important lessons from this bad experience that my younger self could not comprehend. The first lesson is very obvious, which is to never ever resort to cheating. I have learned the hard way that sooner or later, you will have to face the consequences of your action, and in my case, it was very soon. The second lesson would be to think before you act. Never rush things up and think thoroughly before you do something. This way, you can avoid any bad outcomes from happening. To summarize my story, it was a definitely lesson learned for me as I avoid from repeating the same mistakes again by holding on firmly to the lesson that I have learned from this traumatizing experience. I think that's all from me. I hope that you guys will consider choosing me to be accepted into UKM's ASASIPintar program, as I think that it was the best choice for me. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys soon. Thank you for your attention and have a very nice day.